All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Let's start this. There we are. Hey, Rockstar. Pray as. Sorry. I need to edit this sometimes. Hey, Rockstar. Saint Ignatius once said, pray as if everything depends on God and work as if everything depends on you. Welcome to episode 72, Making Reels Like a Rockstar. All right, Miguel, do the thing. Rockstar. Hey. Hey, Rockstar. Hey, Rockstar. Hey, Rockstar. Hey, Rockstar. Hey, Rockstar. 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 Hey, Rockstar. Welcome. This is a storytelling platform designed to empower you to build yourself up physically, spiritually, mentally, socially, and financially. Why stories? Because stories live on. They are eternal. They are a powerful reminder of what one can accomplish when opportunity presents itself. So listen carefully, learn the lessons, apply them to the Big Five, and become the rock star of your industry. Boom. All right, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, welcome to Hey Rockstar. Oh, sorry. Hey Rockstar. I am your host, Josafat El Guapo Emiliano. And today we're going to be working a little bit on the concepts of making reels. Now, a lot of you are in this industry, or a lot of you content creators are always constantly asking me, sorry, let me just rewind. In case you haven't noticed, I've been using reels to just kind of promote ideas, thoughts, whatever I'm going through at the time. But it's like my version of motivation money that I used to do back in the day on my personal Instagram. But now I'm just using the Hey Rockstar and my own Instagram, and then I'll share them on multiple platforms. But I've had several people who have asked me, "Hey man, what do you use? How do you do it? I mean, what software, what program are you like doing the MacBook Pro, or are you gonna or X, or are you doing a Premiere? I mean, I have worked with both. I have worked um, with all those both softwares, and I've worked with other softwares and such. But like you know, when it comes down to the gist of it, honestly, I'm not a big fan of editing. Even in my directing style. That's why I love live performance, because live it's you just kind of go with it and you capture whatever you can. You set it up as best you can, but that's just the way I like to roll when it comes to video and even photography. I try my best to capture the image as clear as possible, or as close to what my eye likes as possible. Also, that's why I like to shoot Fujifilm, because it has photo simulations that I can save the JPEGs, and it's already there. Just get it as pretty as you want, or as close to what you want, so that I can instantly share the JPEGs with my client, so they can do what they mainly want to do, is load it up on their Instagrams or their social medias. However, I wanted to do reels because I like shorter versions of value that I can release. And normally, I used to make a long list of, especially when I had the Motivation Mondays, I like had a big list of ideas so that I can, on the whim, just put it every Monday, every Monday, every Monday. But here recently, when it comes to reels, I'm still haven't figured out the best day to do it. Usually, I try to make them on Mondays. Sometimes I release it by Wednesday, hump day. Last week, I think I didn't release it till Friday. But today, I decided I'm gonna do kill two birds with one stone. I don't like that topic. I'm gonna bless two people with one with one video, with one attempt. I'm gonna create multiple things. So a lot of people have been asking me, and I figured, you know what, I could try to show you how I do it because it's really easy. It's really simple. I almost feel like I'm cheating, but at the same time, there's several different steps that I do that could possibly be simplified by using other apps or by actually going in and doing Premiere. Although I know Premiere, and although I know these I can't even think of the one on Mac, because at church we use Premiere, um, MacBook Pro X, whatever it is. If you guys know it, go ahead and leave a comment, and I'll try to answer. But but most of the stuff I edit, my videos at least, the reels, I do it all on here, and I use the social media platforms. I use what is available to me for free, and so I just decided it'd be cool to show you. And so today I am gonna attempt to have a little table cam here, uh, rigged up for you guys. Bear with me. Boom. Do you see this? Do you see this? Yes, you do. Perfect. There's the table cam. Here's my cell phone. I have an Android 22. I like to use Androids. So um, basically, we start by putting my thumb there, so you know, to see passwords. And I begin with Instagram. Someone asked me, how do you record these videos? Honestly, I start with Instagram. Now, I don't use my personal one, although that's my personal one you want to follow, Josafat Emiliano. I go to my Hey Rockstar one. Let's see. See how I can do this without being too. Oh, by the way, there's Miguel. Told you he was here all the time. Okay, Hey Rockstar. And so I start by making reels. I'll choose, and of course, there I am, about to create an idea, a concept. Oh, another thing before I forget. Uh-oh. I forgot something. I knew I was going to forget something. Hold up. I wish I had that. Da, 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 da. Where you at? I'll be right back. Bear with me. You can probably still hear me. Just don't want you to see all the noise or all the things I'm doing. This is so unprofessional, but that's okay. That's how we do some of our best creative work, is on the fly. Well, if I haven't lost you yet, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I see I lost whoever I had. So, an important thing is audio. I have recorded some in the past with just using the phone's audio, but I realized that I like to use my headpiece, actually, the little in ears. But for this, for simplification, I'm going to use the headset when it comes to recording audio. Let's see, we'll put in one piece. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back down so you guys can see what actually I'm doing here. All right, cool. All right, so I'm in Instagram still, and honestly, I record using their filters. So here, let me move this camera a little bit. Um, I like to use their film filters. This is a favorite one of mine. This is a good one, but I think today I'm going to go all the way with, which one did I say I was going to go with? This one's all red. This one, boom. It's called Film Burn. Feel the burn, feel the burn, film burn. All right. So now we're ready. We got this film, and so When it comes to the actual concept, normally I record with what I've been dealing with. This week I've been dealing and studying on taking ownership. You know, my second part of the Hey Rockstar speaking platform. Detach from failure, take ownership, develop the right mindset, and become the rock star of your industry. So ownership is a topic at mine, and it's something that we all need to just realize failure is going to happen, or sometimes. But the easiest thing for us to do is to blame others. So, but instead of trying to tell you all that, I need to take one little piece of that concept. And so, when it comes to taking ownership, I figured the best way to start off with is stop blaming others, blame yourself. Yeah, as hard as that seems, but we'll go with something like that. And of course, as is usual, Hosafat, we always start with the shades. Now, when it comes to the actual recording, I like to do like guerrilla style where it's like, hey, Rockstar, da 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 da, kind of situation. So for this first shoot, we'll kind of pull it away here a little bit. How do we want to start it with? Hey, Rockstar, stop blaming. How do we want to start it? Of course, this is raw. You're getting how I make reels. This is how I make reels. So let's start with the basic. Hey, Rockstar, if you the hey Rockstar, you need to take ownership. Yeah, if you're the leader, then take ownership. Don't blame others. All right. I like that one. Hey, Rock. Oops. See, I already messed up. So let me show you what I'm doing here. So I wanted to show you step by step what I'm doing. I'm already messing up here. All right, so let's start over. Let's start over. So here, I like to set it for 60 seconds because I want my clips to be no more than a minute long. Usually it tends to be about 55, 58 seconds. So now that I have that set up, I can go with how do you want to do this? Ooh, I like the way that looks. Hey, Rockstar. If you're the leader, take ownership. Oh, we already got comments here. Private dating. I don't know what the heck this is. All right, guys. Whoever's sending these on YouTube, do not follow them. We'll put you on timeout. That's funny. Okay, gotcha. Hey, Rockstar. If you are the leader, then take ownership. Stop blaming others. There. That's how my intro began. Let's go here because now we're going to be moving around, looking for a different area, different view. And so now that was kind of like this angle. Let's change the angle to something a little closer. Maybe a little bit of the blue or the purple behind me. So now I just created that idea like if you're the leader, take ownership. Stop blaming others. Okay, so what is Josafat trying to say by that is if you're creating something amazing, no, I don't want to do that. And you see, I missed it. I messed up on that one, but I'm going to leave it because I'm going to show you how I go back and I just edit it later on because I do most of my editing on the Instagram before I save it. Basically, guess what? Success has a price, and sometimes no. What am I going to go with? Taking ownership. Stop blaming others. Every successful venture has failures. There we go. I like that. Let's go back to here. I'm trying to remember how to do this. Okay, so now let's go to next. I'm doing this pretty quick. You can't hear it. What? Success has a price, and sometimes every successful so these two I don't want. So I know I don't want that. So delete that one. Delete, discard. And this one I don't want either. So delete it. Delete it. There you go. And done. This every successful venture has failures. Okay, let's go back to if you are the leader, then take ownership. All right, so now, golly, I'm just not feeling this one today. I'm just not feeling that. And sometimes I've changed it and edited other things. So I started off with if you're the leader, take ownership. Stop blaming others. Mistakes are going to happen. All right, so, and now we're here back at this angle. Mistakes are going to happen. That's part of growth. That's part of business. Change the angle again. Oops, I'm sorry. Change the angle again so we can focus. So mistakes are going to happen. That's growth. Especially if you have people under you. And yeah, the temptation is there to point the finger at them when things go wrong. But a leader, a true leader, takes ownership of those mistakes. And then maybe a little further back, a little bit of light in there so you can see the light. It just looks cool. Maybe, uh, were you clear? Did they understand what you want? Or did you practice the sin of assumption and just assume they understood what? Oh man, y'all, this is harder. It's harder to do this on the fly with people watching me. um, or did you sin with assumption, assuming that people can read your minds? Here's news for you: they can't. All right, so I just recorded a lot of little bits. Let's go back and pull out the headphones. Let's see what we're going to keep and what we're not going to keep next. Hey, Rockstar, if you are the leader, then take ownership. Stop blaming others. Every successful venture has failures. Mistakes are going to happen. That's part of growth. That's part of I like business. That. Especially if you have people under you. Yeah, the temptation is there to point the finger at them when things go wrong. A leader, a true leader, takes ownership of those mistakes. Were you clear? Did they understand what you want? Or did you practice the sin of assumption and just assume they understood what? Or did you sin with assumption, assuming that people can read your minds? Here's news for you: they can't. All right. You Rockstar. So, what are you going to keep? Then take ownership. Stop blaming others. Every successful venture has failures. Mistakes are going to happen. That's part of growth. That's part of business. Especially if you have people under you. Yeah, the temptation is there to point the finger at them when things go wrong. A leader, a true leader, takes ownership of those mistakes. Were you clear? Did they understand what you want? Or did you practice the sin of assumption and just assume they understood what? Yeah, so that one I'm going to delete. Or Or did you sin with assumption, assuming that people can read your minds? Here's news for you. All right, let's delete that one. Discard. I have a different way I want to say that. All right. Okay, so I just deleted that last part, and I was kind of saying like this. Oh yeah, I got to plug it back in so we can get that good audio. Or did you make the assumption that they could read your mind? They can't. Yeah, there we go. Or did you assume that they can read your mind? Because they can't. That's the sin of assumption. Ah, that sounded a lot better. All right, let's go back to how do you want to put this one? Remember, everything rises and falls on leadership. I feel like I'm going too fast with this. Any comments besides fine, sexy info? Let's listen to it again. Every successful venture has failures. Mistakes are going to happen. By the way, this show might go longer than 30 minutes today. Especially if you have people under you. Yeah, the temptation is there to point the finger at them when things go wrong. A true leader, takes ownership of those mistakes. I want to redo that one. Do they understand what you want? Or did you assume that they can read your mind? Okay, so let's go back to, I want to re-record that one that I said, but a true leader, takes ownership for all those mistakes. But a true leader, takes ownership of all those mistakes. Cool. And now we go back to here, go back to the edit. Oh, I didn't. You are the leader, take ownership. But a true leader, takes ownership of it sounds different, huh? That's what I did. But a leader. Delete, discard. And where's the other one that I was going to delete? This one. Especially if you have people under you. Especially, yeah, the temptation is there. Yeah, a leader. Okay. Leader. So this one I'm going to delete it. Discard. All right. Let's put the audio in because we need that audio sound. But a true leader, will take ownership of any and all mistakes in their corporation. Don't like that one. Oopsie. But a true leader, will take ownership of all those mistakes. All right. Let's delete that one real quick. Oh, go back. Don't want that. Boom. So it's these last two. Delete. And even this one. Delete. Discard. All right, cool. So back to me. So how do you want to word this? But a true leader, will take ownership of any and all mistakes. Yeah, there we go. But a true leader, will take ownership of any and all mistakes. All right, so let's move that to the place where it belongs. And right now you can't really hear it, but I'll let you see it. So this one, we're going to move it to, I think it's right here. All right, done. Let's play there. I should start from the beginning. Yeah, at the end, you might get sick and tired of listening to me.
If you are the leader, then take ownership. Stop blaming others. Every successful venture has failures. Mistakes are going to happen. That's part of growth. That's part of business. Especially if you have people under you. The leader, a true leader, will take ownership of any and all mistakes. Yeah, the temptation is there to point the finger at them when things go wrong. Were you clear?
Okay, so
The leader, a true leader, will take ownership of any and all mistakes.
this one need one more. Right there. Done. Play.
That's part of business, especially if you have people under you. Yeah, the temptation is there to point the finger at them when things go wrong. The leader, a true leader, will take ownership.
Why didn't he record the butt leader?
Mistakes. The leader, a true leader, will take ownership of any and all mistakes. The leader.
All right, discard. Okay, so I know I'm being finicky, but I want to get that but a leader, a true leader. All right, so let's go back to recording. But a leader, a true leader, will take ownership of any and all mistakes. Next.
If you are the leader, then take ownership. Stop. A rock star. But a leader, a true leader, will take ownership of any and all mistakes.
Bam. All right, so now we want to move it to, I think, right here. Let's see.
If you have people under you. Yeah, the temptation is there to point the finger at them when things go wrong. But a leader, a true leader, will take ownership of any and all mistakes. Were you clear? Do they understand what you want? Or did you assume that they can read your mind? Because they can't.
All right. And so I know it's not like much, not really so much in depth, but it's just something to give them a taste of value, of understanding, of just a little bit of everything about taking ownership. But there's so much other levels of taking ownership, especially when it comes to just freedom, mindset, honing your demons, all that kind of stuff, shadow working. I've had other conversations about this and other videos about this, but this is just a quick reel on how I'm doing this. Well, not so quick. So how much seconds we have left on this recording? I don't know, but it's time for me to wrap it up. So let's go back to done. All right, so I have about maybe a good 10 seconds left on this video. So as per usual, get the shades ready because that's how we end it. Oh, I'm getting messages. Who just messaged me? Oh, okay. No one. No one on the show. All right. So the way I would finish this is basically I just kind of basically talk about stop blaming others. You got to be clear. You got to take ownership. Because in the end, I'm gonna have to take something else out of this video, but because in the end, you are the master of your destination. Ooh, because in the end, oh, there's so much depth I can go into this, but I don't have enough time to go through it all. So basically, it's easy to blame others. It's hard to own up to the mistakes. But you take ownership. All right. And then we'll finish. But take ownership and become the rock star of your industry. All right, let's try it out. See, we have time for that. But take ownership and become the rock star of of your industry. All right, let's see how that turned out. Shade still on. Let's go back to this.
Hey, Rockstar, if you are the leader, then take ownership. Stop blaming others. Every successful venture has failures. Mistakes are going to happen. That's part of growth. That's part of business, especially if you have people under you. Yeah, the temptation is there to point the finger at them when things go wrong. But a leader, a true leader, will take ownership of any and all mistakes. Were you clear? Do they understand what you want? Or did you assume that they can read your mind? Because they can't. That's the sin of assumption. Easy to blame others. It's hard to own up to mistakes. Ship and become the rock star of your industry.
All right.
A rock star.
Let's delete the last one.
You are the leadership and become the rock star of your industry.
All right, delete that one. This one's a little harder because like
a rock star. If you are the leader,
let's go back. So the way we're gonna finish this is so take ownership and become the rock star of your industry. Oh, forgot to put the headphones in. Rookie mistake. Rookie mistake. All right. Let's delete that.
You rocks.
Discard. All right. So take ownership and become the rock star of your industry. All right. Let's see this one.
You rock star. If you are the leader, then take ownership. Stop blaming others. Every
Just realized my hat's weird.
venture has
I don't care.
failures. Mistakes are going to happen. That's part of growth. That's part of business, especially if you have people under you. Yeah, the temptation is there to point the finger at them when things go wrong. But a leader, a true leader, will take ownership of any and all mistakes. Were you clear? Do they understand what you want? Or did you assume that they can read your mind? Because they can't. That's the sin of assumption. Easy to blame others. It's hard to own up to mistakes. Take ownership and become the rock star of your industry. A rock star.
Yeah.
If you are the leader, then take ownership. Stop blaming others. Every successful venture.
All right. So I know
failures.
Right now you're like saying this is repetitive. This is boring, and it is. It's part of the price you pay for this kind of things. Um, I just need to get that last piece right. Um, so I'm just gonna do it real quick, and then we'll get into the next step. Sorry, edit, discard. I need to capture the so take ownership, and we'll start here because I want to get that mic. It just looks so cool. So take ownership and become the rock star of your industry. All right. Let's see if we got it this time. From the top.
A rock star. If you are the leader, then take ownership. Stop blaming others. Every successful venture has failures.
I hope you can hear it.
Mistakes are going to happen. That's part of growth. That's part of business, especially if you have people under you. Yeah, the temptation is there to point the finger at them when things go wrong. But a leader, a true leader, will take ownership of any and all mistakes. Were you clear? Do they understand what you want? Or did you assume that they can read your mind? Because they can't. That's the sin of assumption. Easy to blame others. it's hard to own up to mistakes. But take ownership and become the rock star.
That's as close as we can get it. Something about this filter. But you know what? Take ownership.
You are the leader. Take
All right.
ownership.
So next thing is
Stop blaming others.
I usually like to save it onto my phone. So once I've recorded the video using the Instagram filter, whatever filter you want to use, just because I don't want to do color correction, editing, all that fun stuff. And it gives it, and there's some pretty cool stuff on Instagram. I gotta hand it to you. And when you have lights set up, any camera can look way better. Any with good lighting, any camera. Hold on, let me say, you can make any camera work 100 look 100 times better when you have decent lighting.
Every
We'll leave it at
successful
that.
venture
So even a phone,
has failures.
or go outside. If you're using your phone,
Mistakes
go
are the
outside. Natural lighting is some of the best lighting you
That's
can
part of
use. All right.
business.
So
Especially
once I've saved it to my phone, then here's another one I hack. I use Power Director. See that? You probably can't see it. Power Director. It's one of my preferred fast editing modes for these things. Now, I am not gonna do much editing to the actual footage because it's kind of I like what it's called. So this one's gonna be called Take Ownership. Take Ownership. Boom. And I'm gonna save it as a 9/16 because that's the way it is. And the footage is already there because I've downloaded it. We can watch it. I'm just gonna go ahead and add it because I know that's what I want. There you go.
a rock star. If you are the leader, then take ownership.
So I've been using because I'm also promoting my consultations, my financial. Actually, now my consultations are more like in general. Although I do have the licensing, so we can talk finances. But there's other people who just want to talk about mental toughness or um, those kind of things. Oh, sorry. I guess when I'm talking, there's people who need help with the other areas, so like the physical, the spiritual, the mental, the social. We can talk about the financial, but if any one of those areas are something that you need help with or just want to talk about it, I have opened up my Calendly. I'm setting up about 30 minutes to 45 minutes of conversations. Of course, just be advised. I probably will share with you opportunities and such. But other than that, though, just if you just need to talk to me, it's open. All right now, I'm opening it up. So that's what I've been doing here. I've been putting my little Calendly link out everything. So what I like about Power Director is basically you can add a layer. How are we gonna do this? Where is it under? Is it under text? Oh yeah. All right. So under text, I've been using. Where is it? Is it this one? No. Speech bubbles. No. Quote titles. No. Interact titles. Not Japanese. Vintage. I I like. I haven't looked through them all, but I like this one. I just like the way it looks. So I'm gonna add it right here. And normally I put it down here, but I think this time I'm gonna put it up top, up high, like this. Boom. And so under the vintage brand, I've been putting, edit text. I've been putting my calendly.com /Hosafat. Boom. And then on the old style, I've been putting, let's go back. The old style. I've been putting, what have I been putting? I'm just put Rockstar. Rockstar. Oh, need to capitalize that. Boom. Like that. And then on the coffee shop area, come on. I've been putting console Consultation. Rockstar consultation. Boom. And then we'll make it a little bit bigger, not too much bigger, but boom. Make sure it's kind of even with. Yeah, that works. Let's see what it looks like up here. Actually, I still kind of like it down here. And let's minimize this because I don't want it to start right away. I want to start like right there. Cool. And it should go through the whole clip. Okay, here we go. About right there. Then we'll raise it up, raise it up, raise it up.
If you are the leader, then take ownership. Stop blaming others. Every successful venture,
yeah, the white might not work that well.
Failures. Mistakes are going to happen. That's part
okay.
of growth.
Okay. Pause. Let's move it up here then. Don't want too high though. Okay.
If you are the leader, then take ownership.
Okay, let's start from the beginning.
Hey, Rockstar. If you are the leader, then take ownership. Stop blaming others. Every successful venture has failures. Mistakes are going to happen. That's part of growth. That's part of business. Especially if you have people under you. Yeah, the temptation is there to point the finger at them when things go wrong. But a true leader, will take ownership of any and all mistakes. Were you clear? Do they understand what you want? Or did you assume that they can read your mind? Because they can't. That's the sin of assumption. Easy to blame others. It's hard to own up to mistakes. But take ownership and become the rock star.
All right, so I wanted to go all the way to that part. So I need to extend just a little longer. So I'm going to take the shades off. So notice usually my shades come off. In this part, I kind of started before because I like that little flare. All right, actually, let's do it to where the shades come off. It's almost like when the shades come off is when the thing starts. And when the shades go back on is when the things kind of disappear. All right, so let's go just a little bit more. Right there.
Become the rock star of your industry.
Let's try it again from the beginning. Not the whole thing.
Hey, rock star. If you are the leader, then take ownership.
See?
Blaming others.
And then we fast forward to about right here.
Take ownership and become the rock star of your industry.
That's kind of what I like to do. I make it pop up when the shades are coming off, and when my shades are coming back on, I take off the little logo. So I like it. Now at this point, if I feel I want to add music, there are music options on here, but normally I just save it as is, and then I'll go to the social media platforms and I will just put whatever music it plays. Now, there's a hit or miss sometimes. Like for sometimes social media is working good with me, and you can find that same music bit on um, Facebook, on Twitter, on. So the four where I put the reel is I put it on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on Twitter, and on no, and on Instagram on the reels. Oh, and I also do YouTube Shorts. So, but usually on LinkedIn, I don't add music. I just leave it as is. But other than that, I'll go and do one real quick. Let me save it real quick. So boom, it's gonna be saved. I don't do ultra HD. I leave it at full, 1080p. That's me. I guess I don't feel like I need it to be too clear. Something about high quality, too high of quality. Sometimes it's too real that sometimes it's just too real that it looks too fake in my eyes. But yeah, I'll just show you how I do it on Facebook. We'll find a song and we'll load it up, and then you'll probably be able to find me right away on. Is it Facebook? No. Yeah, on Facebook. I'll go and share it on my Facebook page, and then I'll go back and do it on Instagram. And I'll repeat it on the other social medias platforms. But Other than that, this thing is taking a little too long to produce and to load. We're at 67% right now. No one else has said anything. Um, Sex Fine Info hasn't repeated anything yet. We're 90%. And 95, 97, 99%. Boom. All right, cool. So we're done. X out, X out, X out, X out, X out. All right. That said, I was gonna go to Facebook and I was gonna do it to the reels. So you go to reels, you go to add reel. There it is.
You Rockstar. If you are the leader, then take ownership.
Boom.
Stop blaming others.
All right, cool. So now we're gonna add some music. So
Failures.
add music. Now I like to do instrumental. So the vibe of this is take ownership. So it's more like epic, motivational. I'm kind of in your face. Like this one says warrior. I've used that before, I think, or someone else has used it. What's Way of the Warrior? I feel it. I feel it. What about Like a Boss? I've used that before. Hard Grind. No, I've used that one before too. What's it? I try not to use words. How about Way of the Warrior? I don't think I've used it on anything before. What did Level Up sound like? Level Up by Scott Christian Marsulo. That's actually pretty good too. What about Infinity? Sometimes I'll kill an hour listening to music just to find a bit that resonates with the message. I'm not feeling that one too much. Power and Respect. So it's between Way of the Warrior or Level Up. I kind of like Level Up. See, word. Let's go with Level Up. All right, so now we've added music, but we got to mix the audio. I need this.
Mistakes are going to happen. That's part of growth. That's part of business. Especially if you have people under you. Yeah, the temptation is there to point the finger at them when things go wrong. But a leader, a true leader, will take ownership of any and all mistakes.
Mm,
Clear? Do they understand what?
let- let's chunk that music. Let's go with level. Way of the Warrior.
Mistakes are going to happen. That's part of growth. That's part of business.
How does it start? Oh, I was got a long intro. Let's go about right there. Let's go with that one. Ooh, I like but it seems like it's taking too long to start. Mm, 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 mm. Oh, I'd have to start right there. I gotta listen to it all just in case there's more words to it. Sorry, y'all. I know I said I was gonna try to make it quick. Ooh, actually, I like it there. Where that drum kick. That's a good place to start it. All right, we're gonna go. We're gonna gamble with that's. We're gonna be. We're gonna drop about right there.
That's part of growth. That's part of business. Especially if you have people under you. Yeah, the temptation is there to point the finger at them when things go wrong. But a leader, a
True
true leader,
leader.
will take ownership of any and all mistakes. Were you clear? Do they understand what you want?
I don't mind like that kind of voice, like oh, it's just no talking or singing along to it.
They can't. That's the sin of assumption. Easy to blame others. It's hard to own up to mistakes. Take ownership. Become the rock star.
And even the way it ends, I love it. All right, okay, so we leave it there. Boom.
You are the leader. Take ownership. Stop blaming others. Every successful venture has failures. Mistakes are going to happen. That's part of growth. That's part of business.
Just want you to hear it.
Especially if you have people under you. Yeah, the temptation is there to point the finger at them when things go wrong. But a leader, a true leader, will take ownership of any and all mistakes. Were you clear?
All right, cool. So we like it. We like it. So we go next. So here's where we get more creative. So I'm talking about taking ownership, stop blaming others, and something. Attention, attention, leaders. If your team fails, it's your fault. So I've been reading a book called Extreme Ownership. Good stuff about just owning. I mean, if you're the leader of a corporation, of a business, yes, it's easy. And sure, people are human and they're going to make mistakes. But did you honestly do everything you could do to prevent or to educate or to encourage or to just help support so that your team would be clear in what they need to do or or have the understanding or did you give them enough space to grow? There's so much more that you can do. Have you made sure you've eliminated all possibilities or something like that? So anyway, I'm not here trying to blame you for other people's mistakes. I'm just saying don't have that victim mindset. Don't think that you can't succeed because of people failing around you, because you can always do something else to build your team, to encourage your team. So that's mainly what this is. That book was reminding me of, and that's kind of where I want to go with this. So, attention leaders, if your team fails, it's your fault. The faster you own it, the faster. Attention leaders. Let's skip the if your team fails. Let's just go straight to that one. Attention leaders. The faster you own up to your team's failures, the faster you will win. How about that? The faster you own up to your team's failures, the faster you will win. Oh yeah, this one doesn't have that. And then normally I like to put the little 5 stars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'll add the Calendly link after that. Just because we're here about the promoting. There he is. Josafat. All right. We can keep it public. We go there. Am I going to change anything there? Actually, normally I don't. Copy. Let's go back.
Hey, Rockstar. If you are the leader,
There we go. I like that picture. All right. Attention leaders. The faster you own up to your team's failures, the faster you will win. Calendly.com. Boom. And then we share now. Boom. And for the most part, that's what I do. and this thing will be live today. Actually, as soon as it's ready, I'll let you know. I'll probably go ahead and add it, and later on after I get off, I'll probably go and do the exact same process. I'm gonna look for that same music and try to put it on Instagram and on TikTok, and possibly YouTube might have it too. For the most part, I've noticed that these different platforms, the same music can be found and used on your clips. If I don't find it, I'll find something kind of like it, or I can go back and to the power director and do it. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, oh wait, here we go. Finishing up, finishing up. Oh, someone just posted on. Oh yeah, today I asked the question, and feel free to go find out it's ready. For free. Hey Rockstar, making it real like a boss. Oh, sorry. What was the last thing that made you laugh? I mean, really made you laugh. And people have been answering that question. So there it is. My reel is uploaded. Let's view it now. I don't know what this is. Okay, my reel. Where is it? Show me my reel. Boom, there it is.
Hey, Rockstar. If you are the leader, take ownership. Stop blaming others. Every
I
successful
thought I had the camera on.
has failures. Mistakes
I'm
are
gonna like
human.
it just because I can,
That's part of growth.
and I'm gonna share it because I can, and you can too. Go to my Facebook right now and share it onto your platform.
To point the finger at them when things go wrong. But a leader, a true leader, take ownership of any and all mistakes. Were you clear? Do they
Own
understand
it
what you want?
like a rock
Do
star.
not assume that they can read your mind. Because they can't. That's the sin of assumption. Easy to blame others. It's hard to
Got to
own
put the little shades.
yourself. Take
Boom.
ownership. Become the rock star. You're a rock star.
So now it's been saved onto, or I've reposted it on mine. And I like to go in and make it available for the public to comment on it. So boom, there it is. Let me know what you think. Let me know if this is helpful. I'm sure I did way more than people need to do for these things, but this is basically the creative process in which I make my reels. And my reels are just to put the name out there, to promote the show, to just get people to notice there's value in this industry and what we're doing. So again, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this has been Hey Rockstar, episode 72, making reels like a rock star. Give it a shot. Let me know if my gorilla style is for you or not. Maybe you want something a little prettier. That's okay. You do you, sugar bear, or you do you, boo. Uh, do what feels right because the spirit of the Lord is with you. You know, I that's the way I like doing my stuff, and it's been working for me. It's my signature move, and even the live stream. This one went about an hour because I knew it was going to take longer than my 30 minutes. Other than that, though, this was mainly for you guys who've been asking me, where did I start? How do I start? How do I make it real? Hopefully, this was informative. Hopefully, you learned a lot. Hopefully, this might be the start to your new career as an influencer. I don't know. Whatever the fact, all this show is value. Take the value, use it, apply it to your big five: physical, spiritual, mental, social, financial. Grow in those areas so that you then can develop, or you can detach from failure. Take ownership, develop the right mindset, and become the rock star of your industry. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, all the way from Nashville, Tennessee, it's your boy Josafat, El Guapo Emiliano. And until next time, much love and many blessings.